Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Anash Sportsoy here. Welcome back to a brand new video here. As today I'm going to do my 2022 Rugby World Cup Group B, I believe it is, yes, between Australia Kangaroos versus Scotland Hearts, I believe, from what I heard, Rugby League match here. On the first ever game here for round two here at England, and it was being played at, I believe it is, at Converley Building Society Arena. They're home of the Coventry Rams, I believe. Uh, and yeah, the football club there throughout the championship or Football League One. I still think they are. And yeah, but if you guys are brand new to this channel, please like and subscribe for more low content in the near future. And yeah, let's crack into it. So yeah, first of all, looking at the scoreline right now, as you can see right above me is like a Rugby League Live 4 scoreline. It was something that I didn't really expect to go into this match. I thought Scotland were going to score some tries here, but they scored absolutely just ballistic nothing, and their kicking game was just so poor. It was so like well I I predicted that to be honest. Like if you really think about it, coming off from the absolute shocker there against Italy, and to face up against a much more looking improved side when you got Nathan Cleary in there, Karen Munster, Harry Grant also starting, Yo, Tedesco, Josh O'Carr there, Jack Wyden. Also you got who else was starting centers there for us? It was bloody who else there? It was fucking oh yeah, Matt Burden was just uh unstoppable there. Cameron Graham was also unstoppable there. He nearly got himself a hat trick there. Ricky Hamagila there was pretty good there with his post contact miss as well. Patrick Garrigan was also pretty good. Crime was also pretty good as well. Lee Mine was also uh, unstoppable there as well. Ben Hunt was just too class. Holmes nearly got one there with a little dig there as well, and Collins was also pretty good there as well. He was very strong there with his post contact moves as well, and yeah, nearly every single player did the job there tonight. So no, whether it was there throughout watching the game this morning, the whole Australian team there just was just showing up there, and the whole Scottish team there was just showing absolutely relentless, no relentless, and just no courage there as well. Bloody Bailey High, uh, Hayward was just absolutely just shocking. His punts were just kicking just straight down there to Zisco, especially on the wings as well. And yeah, just no hope there as well. Matty Russell was an absolute shocker there as well. The four pack there, yeah, Uranaki was just absolutely just quiet. He had like a couple of runs and this and that, but other than that, it was just really quiet. Bench didn't did fuck all. Dale Ferguson, where the fuck was he? Was just absolutely just shocking there as well from the Scottish themselves. And yeah, I'm not going to really go on here for too long since yeah, the scoreline speaks for itself, and yeah, it does really reflect on it on how much of a snooze fest this was, and how much this was the Nathan Cleary show. It basically was, and yeah, Cleary did absolutely just murder the Scottish there as well. And yeah, just nothing really to take out anything positive there from the Scottish there themselves. All of them were just absolutely just shocking, and they really got to have a hard look to themselves there after this absolute just diabolical performance here from the Scottish here as well. And yeah, but we're going to start here by the play-by-play here, where I'm not going to go on here. Just pick out these pretty magnificent special moments in that. I just want to get through the tries here pretty quickly as well. So obviously, Harwood there just gained a few errors in that, and White in there. Obviously, dropped the ball there as well, and yeah, quite poor there as well. But yeah, obviously, Scotland there was hardly having uh, any position there throughout the first half, and they were seeing penalties after errors, after this and that, and then the Fox after Jack Ryan dropping in once again. The Fox finally breaks through there, and good luck catching him because Joshua Carr just bursts through the left edge there, and he gets the Kangaroos there, the first ever try there throughout there, and Cleary does miss the conversion there. I don't know how he missed the conversion. Jack Wine there gets himself there a line break there as well, and yeah, it was a pretty easy one there as well. It was a kind of a soft one there as well, and yeah, Jack Wine redeemed himself there after making us two errors there throughout the first couple minutes there. And yeah, Cleary gets himself the conversion as well. And yeah, puts up the bomb there as well. Lachlan Walmsley there was under pressure as well. Watch out with the high bombs there with Cleary because they are absolutely going to slaughter you. We all see him pass there throughout his opponents there where he loves to suffocate the back line there as well, especially with Lachlan Walmsley there. Stay off there on the wing there as well, which yeah, that's already a bad sign there for him. And yeah, after Walmsley knocked it on the ball there, quite challenging there. Uh, Jack Wine there gets himself there a double there, and yeah, you couldn't believe it. Australia just like that. There were 8 points. There were two tries up, and Cleary this time converts a try there to make it 10 points to nil. Cleary puts up another bomb once again, and sorry, no, yeah, yeah, Jack Warren gets himself a try there. Sorry, my bad. Doesn't get he doesn't get himself a double. I'm reading something wrong there throughout the play by play. Excuse me. Anyways, on 30th minute there, Cleary does put up a bomb there, and obviously does get under pressure there, and that obviously benefits the Kangaroos there give it out there to Angus Crine there to score himself there his third try or his second try there throughout his World Cup campaign, and he makes it 14 points to nil. The video referee there makes sure he put it down, which it was pretty convincing that he did. And Cleary there converts it there to make it 16 points to nil, and Russell there does knock on the board there as well. Matt Byrne also knocks on the board there as well, but that was okay because Campbell Graham there with the side there with a Matt Byrne there as well. Just puts on a pretty good pass as well, and yeah, Kevin Graham just switches gears there and just puts it on the third gear there as well, and just put on that two step and that, and yeah, he was away, and Kevin Graham there gets himself there his first ever try there for the Kangaroos there as well, makes it 20 points to nil, and clearly there converts there to make it 22 points to nil there as well. Joshua Carter on the 25th minute there gets himself there a line break there, and Kieran Buchanan gets an error there, and Lindsay Collins there comes on there for Ring Gillard, and yeah, things were not going to get any better here for the Scottish here when you're having other players also like Jake Trbojevic there replacing Patrick Carrigan there as well. And we know how strong he can be for his defense as well. It's going to be an absolute brick wall there for the Scottish there to even break through there. Joshua Carter does knock on the ball as well, um, with an unfortunate catch there by himself there as well. And yeah, Luke Bain gets himself there a ruck fragment there, a severe start there for the Kangaroos there, and Nathan Cleary there gets himself a line break there, and yeah, Cleary does get himself there a try there as well, and yeah, he's a footwork there as well. We know how much he can step on the inside there as well, and yeah, he has continue on there throughout the grand final as well. Sorry, uh, I didn't eat. Sorry, that was my mum. My bad. But anyways, move on. Cleary. I thought in this game, he was going to like possibly be under pressure from a game three, but let's be honest, when you face up against a Scottish side that got absolutely just bombarded there from Illy there from last week. Um, there's no pressure there for Cleary there at all, and yeah, Cleary just absolutely just murder uh, the Scottish there once more and just pushing the knife there, and things just got much more graphical here from that Cleary try as he does convert the try there to make it 28 points to nil. In the hardware there, makes the error there once again the Scotland, uh, the Scottish there get lesser possession as well, and yeah, Joshua Kai there gets himself there a try as well, and yeah, Cleary there does convert there to make it 34 points to nil, and Benjamin Hunt there comes on there for Harry Grant there as well, and Liam Martin gets himself there a line break there as well, and he gets Jack Wine, and he gives it there to Jack Wine there on the inside there to give himself there a double there to make it 30 points to nil, and Cleary there converts it to make it 40 points to nil. And yeah, that was half time. Australia 40 points to nil, and Scotland they were just already out of it, and yeah, yeah, all Kangaroos were looking for was just that rugby league like four scoreline, and in the second half, a few seconds in, that's what they were looking for. James Tedesco gets himself a live break there. He gets himself another live break, and once again, and he just absolutely just ripped ripped the Scottish there apart, and the suffocation there continues there for the Scottish as well, and yeah, the hearts and the souls there for the Scottish there just goes absolutely just numb, and the Kangaroos just keep on hopping on for more points yet to come there to even reach for much more goals as well to even break that record there as well for the biggest win in the World Cup in quite some time. And Tedesco makes it 44 points to nil, and Cleary there converts it to make it 46 points to nil. Benjamin Hunt there does get himself there a line break there inside the 10, and he I guess he gets himself there a try as well with some pretty good play there getting a pass there, throw out the inside there, throw himself as well, and he makes it 50 points to nil. Cleary there converts it to make it 52 points to nil. And yeah, Joshua Carr there, once again there, collects the ball as well, and he gets off a line break there as well, and he goes all the way from himself there, with a little foot race there from himself there as well. You're not going to catch him there. He is an absolute Ferrari, Joshua Carr, and yeah, he says let's try brah for the second time, making it 56 nil, and Cleary there makes it 58 points to nil there as well, and yeah, Matt Byrne there gives himself a area there as well, but Ben Hellwell there continues on there for the Pullmans there for the Scottish as well, and the Hearts just kept it getting much more numb and number just worse and just looking like very ugly and with a poor attitude, no hope, no kicking game in plans, and just no position at all, and yeah, they were just getting absolutely just possessed here by the Kangaroos, and they were just being controlled by puppets at the stage here. And just Karen Munster gets herself a line break there. Scotland concedes a professional foul, and he was in the sin bin. My God, Campbell Graham there gets himself a line break there on the right there, makes it 62 points to nil. Cleary does miss it. And Lachlan Wemsley, once again, his discipline was just poor. Matt Burton gets himself a line break there, and finally, I wanted Matt Burton there to at least score there for the Kangaroos, and he does get himself over there as well, and yeah, bursts through the line, and he crushes his way over to make 60 points to make it 66 points to nil, and Cleary does convert it there to make it 68 points to nil. Kerrigan comes on there for Collins there as well. Kane Linnett there from a sin bin return, and a Harry Grant on the recommend there. Scotland get a set restart there for the second time in the match, and a little bomb kick there from my Bailey Harwood. Could they get like a little chance here to even score like a consolation try since the match was already over with before the second half was even going to start, and unfortunately Wemsley couldn't even stick to it, and yeah, he spilled his lollies there once more, and yeah, it was a much more bigger mess here for the Scottish there to come when they had Josh Carr there on the line break there as well, but yeah, lucky enough, Cameron Munster there knocks on the board there, and a bomb here from David Cleary there, error there from Murray Russell there, and it gone and once again, Campbell Graham there uh, gets himself there over there for a double there, and he makes it 72 points there to nil, and Cleary there converts there to make it 74 points to nil. Yo offering offering the yeah, 2 minutes later, Yo does score there to make it 78 points, 2 nil down the middle there, and yeah, it was a pretty it was a pretty real, and then finally they have did it. They have broken the record as the match was about to finish. Joshua Carr says let's try bra for his hat trick there to make it 84 points to nil. Unfortunately, Cleary couldn't convert there as well, and yeah, that was the end of that um, historic win there. Sorry, no, uh, the horrific loss there for the Scottish there, and they will be absolutely glad that that match was just absolutely just over. And I do apologise for any Kangaroos players just getting up, just just expecting a quite tough competition. Lucky enough, we've got a Rugby Live 4 scoreline here for the Kangaroos, and I'm pretty happy for the win as a Kangaroo uh, Australian supporter myself, and yeah, man, yeah, it was just the Nathan Cleary show at its best, but yeah, obviously, man of the match, I heard from the radio, it was Joshua Carr, actually, yeah, giving it to winger, yeah, he got himself a hat trick there. But honestly, my man of the match personally goes to Nathan Cleary. He's a running game. He's a pass game there as well. The way they the way they put up the bombs there as well. He just absolutely just kept on like pushing the knife into the Scottish hearts there, and it was just very graphical, very graphical. There, whenever he puts up the bomb there as well, and whenever he touches the ball as well, my God, he just absolutely just made Scottish his absolute bitch, and yeah, it was just a very tough day there for the Scottish there as well, and yeah, thank you so much. You can close the door now. Thank you. And yeah, nothing really much to say. Our fullback there was quite decent with Yeo, Cryan, Rick Gilla there making those tackles there as well, and making some big hit ups there as well. And yeah, our bench was did the job there. I thought Collins was pretty strong there as well, and Munster was pretty good. And yeah, I'm glad that Mount Beninga has gone throughout this half combination, and I reckon that the side should stay the way it should be, despite Nanai being dropped. And to be honest, next game, I won't be surprised if Lee Mine does get challenged, and it's not throughout whoever we're going to verse next, which is gonna be next round next week, will be who is it gonna be next? It's going to be Italy, and I reckon Italy will possibly challenge us. But to be honest, if a Fiji their can show their attack to whether they expose to Italy. Yeah, Malmaninga is gonna to take some notes into that Italian defense as well. Sorry about that. So I just had to cover the part there. Someone was just coming in to just put much more salad into my taco there. All right, and yeah, nothing really much to say throughout the Scottish there, and yeah, I think that's enough of me rambling on there throughout the match. Let's go through the top five best players here, and I'm going to wrap things up here quite obviously. All right, so we've got the top five best players here for Australia. Number one is Nathan Cleary there. As I said, quite personally, there is pretty clear that it was the Nathan Cleary show there. All right, and number two, I reckon it goes to Josh Carr. He was just absolutely just trotting on the floor there as well, and yeah, yeah, good luck catching him. He was just outpacing the Scottish left edge there as well. And I thought Caleb Graham was also pretty decent as well. So I'll give him there for number three. Number four, I'll give it to James Tedesco. He just absolutely just ripped open the Scottish defense as well. And at number five there, uh, my final top five best player there, I'm gonna give it to um, who- let's go with I reckon I reckon Regan Cabagilla there throughout his defense here and his post Quinton there was quite strong, and yeah, that's my top five best players there for Australia, and for the top five best players there for Scottish. Oh boy, this is gonna be a very tough one to pick. Um, and honestly, you know what? I'm not even going to do a top five best players there for Scotland because they just absolutely just played like a bunch of nobodies with no hearts, and just honestly, I couldn't rate any uh Scottish players there because they just absolutely just did fuck all as well, and yeah, I'm not going to rate the top five best players there for Scotland because there's really no one to really rate, honestly. And if you were a person to review this match and obviously do play ratings for Scotland in this match, you will feel the same because honestly, I saw nothing from Scotland, so yeah, there's no judgment there to really say, and that brings to an end here to the Australia versus Scotland round two review. Yeah, a very uh, unexpected scoreline here. A Rugby Live 4. I hope I missed Luke Sports. Can possibly break this record, which I doubt it, but it'll be pretty fun to see him say, playing as Australia, can I break uh, the scoreline here and this and that? And that would be that'd be quite hilarious if I miss Luke Sports does something like that. But yeah, yeah, yeah. I hope you guys enjoy this review. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more low content in the near future. And yeah, this has been National Soy here. I'll see you guys for tomorrow morning, quite early here at 12:15 a.m. Between Fiji versus Italy. You do not want to miss it. It is the potential game of the round, and yeah, I hope Italy does get up for the match. But yeah, for now, take care and peace.
I'm coming in hot.